CBS Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, our new season begins with an NFC South matchup, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. The veteran punter Bradley Pinion has this one teed up, and we are underway from Atlanta. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Irving. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
180!
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Brings up second and
10. To throw, Mayfield. There's a short one taken in by Otten. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. Mayfield down. He'll find his rookie wideout from Ohio State here. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 37. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10 at the 37-yard line. A quick throw caught by Evans out wide. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
It's second and inches at the 28-yard line.
Mayfield on play action. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Jalen Walker. That is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League. Mayfield from the gun on third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 20-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
A play fake. Now Penix. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. That'll bring up second down. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Mooney. And he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on 3rd and 10.
An 8-yard gain. It's 4th down.
They'll go for it. Here's Penix. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for a Falcons.
Looking to throw, Penix. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Robinson on a give right side. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
2nd and 12 at the Bucs 19-yard line.
They'll throw with Penix. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Robinson will try to pick it up. And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack, going to stop him short of the first.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 4th
On the bootleg, it's Penix. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And the Bucs are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down, as you said, in the red zone. Definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Here's 2nd and 7. Baker going to give it to Irving. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. They go play action. Mayfield. That one out wide and intercepted. And the Falcons will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his second interception.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Here now, 2nd and 4.
It's a pick at the 6. Brings up 2nd.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And looking to throw, Penix. Dancing to his left. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win. Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Here's Penix. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that'll bring up 4th down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor, maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to air one out. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a third down coming up. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing, Mayfield. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Want to see a defensive coordinator get upset and throw his headset? This is the kind of play that'll do it. You force third and long. This is almost sort of a give-up play. You're just hoping to get something positive, and it winds up breaking big, and they convert on third down.
King, 180. Hey, alert 33. Alert. Run. Stop.
Mayfield to throw it. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Hey, alert. Up.
Here's Mayfield. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
180. Real.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So on fourth down, on is Riley Dixon to punt for Tampa Bay. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And I think the ball's out.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. Rolling to his left. That's going to be caught downfield by Mooney. And all the way down to the 9. It's a big play there for Atlanta. And even 40 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Robinson. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. The last series for them a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. First and 10. There's a short one taken in by Otten. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Mayfield now from the 50. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. Breaks through the contact. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. On 1st and 10, here's Irvin. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Quick throw caught by Godwin. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Hey, alert 33.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Emeka Egbuka with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bucs have taken the lead. McLaughlin for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Still on his feet. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied at 14.
Bradley Pinion set to kick
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They're both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Quick throw, and Mayfield completes it. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Mayfield now. Out route, and the ball is caught by Godwin. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
At the Buccaneers' 23-yard line.
To the air, Penix. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Darnell Mooney, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Falcons have moved out in front. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
Buccaneers 14. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try to pick themselves back up.
And a Buccaneer first down.
They run out of the gun with Irvin. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
Second down at the 27-yard line.
In motion left, Godwin. Now Mayfield. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. That'll go for a gain of at 7. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. To throw, Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Mayfield firing quickly. It's complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Mayfield. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. Oh, some strong running. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll go play action here with Penix. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts.
14 yards on the play. And the Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Falcons first down.
A play fake. Now Penix being chased out left. this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
2nd and 10. Robinson up the middle. The 20. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
14. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it was skipped through the end zone for a touchback here. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing, and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Here's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. James Pierce. That is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll drop the throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Riley Dixon now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return, here's Agnew. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 40-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have picked up right where they left off in half number 1, just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, that's actually really, really nice to see.
And a pedal to the metal. That's what we're seeing right now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Out to his left. This pass is caught by London. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. Handoff down to Robinson. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Looking to throw, Penix. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. 2nd and 2, first down marker at the 8. Now Penix. Escaping the pressure right. And a dump off here to Robinson. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. Sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Let's go now. Go.
Algier. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Looking to throw, Penix. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons are able to add on to that lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has now allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Mayfield looks to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him there complete. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Play fake. Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
Run.
Mayfield to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
There's a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, alert 33.
Mayfield with it once more. Escaping the pressure right. This is a diving effort by Evans. What a catch. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Regular.
Here's Mayfield. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Buccaneer first down.
Alert. Pistol. Kings. Up, Johnson. Watch out.
Throwing. Mayfield. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
From the gun, Mayfield. This is caught by McMillan. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. First carry for Rachaad White. And he is going to lose yardage here. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Ray McCloud on the return. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. Oh, they're just looking good hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes it means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of the team may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches,
up a little bit.
Just back it off a little bit. This team has it under control. I remember hearing about Bob Knight years ago in basketball, getting ready to give the final speech before the gold medal game in '84. And on the board, Michael Jordan had written, Coach, after all we've been through, there's no way we're losing tonight. He didn't even give a pregame speech.
Wow, interesting. Well, right now, no speech is needed. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. On the move to his left. That one deep for London. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
He hasn't been sacked all game, and there's an example as to why. Evaded the pressure, got out of the pocket, but even with the extra time, it doesn't translate into a completion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. On the give, here's Robinson. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. The Falcons on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Robinson with another carry. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. Evans has it left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Buccaneers.
Mayfield now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice, long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 23.
A gain of 13 yards. And a Buccaneer 1st down.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. To the right side, catch made by Ibuka. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Brings up 2nd and inches.
A shotgun handoff here to Irvin. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Out route, and the ball is caught by Godwin. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. The Bucs try it on 4th down to come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs. The D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play? Or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz. And in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down.
Here's Penix. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
They'll go play action here with Penix. Flushed out right. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Let's go now. Take go.
They'll run this one right with Robinson. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Cowboy 80.
A play fake. Now Penix. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
All right, let's give them a little bit of applause here. Good for them, because this has been a defensive nightmare for them thus far. At least they're finally getting a couple of big plays. Won't make the scoreboard of the ride home easier, but one good moment to watch in film next week.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just haven't been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 8. Now Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Xavier Watts. And the Falcons are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Sets up the screen to Robinson. There he goes again. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Well, the PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Tampa Bay.
To throw, Mayfield. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Third down and 1. Mayfield. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Jalen Walker in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. That one looks like he'll throw here. He hits Mooney going across the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll throw with Penix. Forced out to his left. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to take possession here at their own 33. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Mayfield looks to throw. Looking middle, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Falcons grab it. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. And I don't know that they've... It's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Steps away. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 30 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. Brings up second down.
Now Penix. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand-new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1, and to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Atlanta, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Bucs,